gave him back the spear and said, come and show me another city with head lifted, singing, so proud to be alive and coarse and strong and cunning, flinging magnetic curses amid the toil of piling job on job. Here is a tall, bold slugger set vivid against the little soft cities. Fierce as a dog with tongue lapping for action, cunning as a trapper pitted against the wilderness. Bareheaded, shoveling, wrecking, planning, building, breaking, rebuilding. Under the smoke, dust all over his mouth, laughing with white teeth. Under the terrible burden of destiny, laughing as a young man laughs. Laughing even as an ignorant fighter laughs who has never lost a battle. Laughing and bragging that under his wrist is the pulse, and under his ribs, the heart of the people. Laughing the stormy, husky, brawling laughter of youth, sweating, half-naked, proud to be hog butcher, tool maker, stacker of wheat, player with railroads, and freight handler to the nation. Carl Sandburg, 1914. Well, thank you. We love that one here. You're going to see that on murals at the airport. And we got some buildings to talk about, though. We just exited the shadow of the St. Regis on the left. This triple finger blue glass tower from 2021 is 1,200 feet or 400 meters tall. There's a very dramatic plane up there, too. It is the largest, tallest building in the world that was designed by a woman. His designer was Jeannie Gang. Yeah, we love women in Chicago. Many of us are women in Chicago. And most of these skyscrapers are man-made mountains. The St. Regis is a woman-made waterfall. And it looks amazing in this light. The cooler the sky looks, the cooler the glass-fronted buildings look. You can tell they achieved that waterfall wave pattern with 11 different depths of floor, as well as tiny little setbacks of 9 inches, or about 25 centimeters. There's another Jeannie Gang tower here on the left, sort of zebra striped under where that sun is, in the second row of these towers. Jeannie Gang, being the Michael Jordan of lady skyscraper designers, was always breaking records, oftentimes her own records. The Aqua Tower is the zebra striped one on the left. That was the previous record holder from 2010 to 2021, 620 feet, a little bit shorter than the 1,200 feet or 400 meters of the St. Regis. And we are in the age of the automobile, and we're going to see a lot of these car bridges. Most of these bridges are graded for cars. The bridges are all one of a kind. No two are exactly the same. The bridge houses as well. Mostly they are made out of steel frames, oftentimes the exact same steel beams from the same assembly lines that make the steel inside of the skyscrapers. On the right, we can see a pale yellow onion dome of a 1929 tower called the Medina Athletic Club. That is a Zeppelin dock. The Shriners, the guys with the fezzes who make children's hospitals, a men's organization with crazy imagination, they built that and thought that the Zeppelin, the dirigible airship, the hot air balloon was going to be the future of air travel in the roaring 1930s. They had that in common with the Empire State Building designers. There were no roaring 1930s. The stock market went boom in 1929, and the Shriners had to sell their beautiful tower, which has sadly never hosted a blimp to this day. Now home of the Intercontinental Hotel and the Michael Jordan Steakhouse. Another shoreline sightseeing boat coming off of Michigan Avenue with my colleague Richard. Hello. We can see the Wrigley Building as well. This big white church of a building with the square clock tower is a certified Windy City classic. This is a bubblegum palace. Wrigley makes chewing gum, double mint gum, and juicy fruit gum. They also pay for Wrigley Field where the Cubs play baseball on the north side. The square clock tower does tell us the real time. Kids, ask your parents. That's how we used to tell what time it was back in the 1900s. And it is currently about 6:10 or 2:30. I'm not sure. I'm only 33 years old, guys. Unfortunately, this design was stolen. If you've ever been to Seville, Spain, you've seen this one before. That is a church in Seville called La Giralda, a former mosque from the Umayyad Caliphate days. In the 1920s, we were not very confident in our own architecture, so we were stealing other people's, kind of like Las Vegas. But this is a big, nice office. Instead of a big one room for prayer, it is about 13 to 15 floors, depending on how you count, of mostly